Hi, today I'll show a tool to modify the behavior of shapes in groups um, more easily. Nothing that could not be done by honest manual shapesheet editing, but um, it makes it easier and faster to do. And well, if you've got a lot of shapes or you do it very often, that can get tedious. To show where the problem is, I made a group of 3 small squares, and you see that the size of the squares is proportional to the parent shape, and that's a behavior that is often not wanted. Let's say I want a shape. When I modify its size, the squares stay in the corners and keep the original size. How to do it manually? The usual way to do this is to modify the shape sheet and to modify the formulas in such a way that they are not a function of the width or the height of the parent shape, but have fixed numbers. So the width, for instance, for this would be 10 millimeters. You see this also when I switch between formula and value display. These are 10 millimeters, but the formulas itself behind depend on the for this cell on the height. So also right here 10 millimeters, and now I want the position for this square on the top left also to be on the top. So let's say for the width, obviously it will be 0 because the position within the parent is relative. So that would be on the left, that's 0 millimeters, and for the top it will always be on the top of the shape, so height by 1. And what happens is that it's not really on the top anymore. It got outside. That's because lock pin X and lock pin Y are set in the middle of the shape. And to modify this, just say that the origin of the position of the shape would be the left side, so width by 0, and the height would be on top, so that's height by 1, and that's what you get when I distort the parent shape now. You see that the subshape stays in position and keeps its size. Exactly what we wanted. But we'll show this now with the tool that is available. So that's almost the origin position. And to start this tool, you need to drag from the stencil group behavior, the small yellow square, drop it on the drawing, and this will erase this square and start the dialog. How does it work? Select the group, push the button set selected as parent. Why an extra button? That's in order that you can, after having selected it, the parent, you can then select other shapes to watch the behavior, control stuff, and so on. So set selected as parent. We are here at the parent shape with ID 15. And this shape has three subshapes, 12, 13, and 14. And to know which one is which, I added a small routine which will select in the drawing the shapes that are selected in the list. So sheet 12 is now selected. If I add sheet 13, this will be selected as well, and so on. If nothing is selected, the whole group is taken. So let's start with the first one. I modified it already, the 13. Well, why not? Let's modify the size of all of them at once. And we want the size in both X and Y direction to be fixed. So not proportional, not fixed, not offset mid, but fixed. Apply to subshapes. Repeat the same for the Y direction. And we can even observe what we did in the shape sheet. And you'll see width and height got absolute values. You see it here in the formula. So not more dependent upon width or height of the parent. So, and let's observe what happens. Fine, the size is constant, but the position isn't yet. So we'll take out sheet 14, which is 14 is the right on top. We'll leave this one out. Now we go into the position. We say X, this shall both stay on the left side, and say offset min of the parent. Apply to subshapes. Check. Wow. Same for the height. Well, the height did not work yet. You see that the bottom shape is moving. So now we remove, the bottom is number 13, and 13 should be in Y direction, also offset min. So that's the bottom of the parent shape. Apply to subshape. And the 14 should be offset max in both Y and X direction. So apply to subshape, X, apply to subshape. So let's see if it worked. Not perfectly. Now 12 and 13 have lost their offset min. I'll reset it. I don't know what happened, but offset min, apply to shapes in X. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Exactly what was expected. Now 13 needs to be fixed in Y direction. Offset min, that's fine. Apply to subshape, and now observe. Ta-da! Perfect. And this behavior can be applied to more complex shapes. And maybe to make it a little bit funny, I'll make a shape, a group of the first group. So I duplicated the first group of 3 squares, so as to have 2 of them, one yellow, one with another color, and make a group of this. path. Now this one now will be my new parent shape, set selected as parent. So the numbers is 21 and subshapes are 15, that's the yellow, 17 is the pink one, and both I want them to be fixed in Y and X direction. Apply to subshape, X as well, apply. Now size is fixed, fine, position not yet. So next thing would be a pink to have it on the right bottom corner of the group. So let's say offset max for X, apply, and for Y offset min to stay on the bottom, apply. Let's see. Okay, so pink is on the right side, that's fine. Unfortunately 15 also. 15 now. Offset max for Y should stay on top, apply to subshape, and for X offset min please stay on the left, apply. So let's see what this did. Okay, yeah, perfect. Yeah, so that's the first shape that I wanted to demonstrate. Thanks for watching. I'll add the next episode to show the capabilities of the tool in the next video. Bye.